Greetings everyone and welcome to episode 98 of Off the Sprue. In this one I'll be detailing the Hobby Boss Jackal seats as well as a nice bonus feature. In the last video we detailed the wheels, added some weathering, and it's now time to add some additional detail to our Jackal model. In this video I'll be showing you how I added some aftermarket harnesses, as well as how I detailed the kit seats that is supplied by Hobby Boss with this kit. But first, a word from the sponsor. Guys, it's that time of the year again. Black Friday is on the way, and there's various Black Friday deals at Supernova Studio that you simply cannot miss. Additionally, if you spend more than 1,500 Rand, you also stand the chance to get entered into a lucky draw. So do get your orders in. Now onto the build. We'll be adding seats in this video. And the parts for this are located on the A and the B sprue. You can see there the seats themselves, as well as the armored backs that comes with them. Now there's some harnesses molded into the seat parts themselves, not really all that great, so I'll be replacing those with some aftermarket parts. As usual, one starts with cutting these from the sprue, as well as doing some cleaning up. Now for the harnesses, I'll be using those supplied by Tetra Model Works, the detail set that you've seen me use in previous videos. These are beautifully detailed photo-etched parts, and to fit them, you'll need to remove the molded detail on the kit parts. Now this can be quite tricky, but fortunately I have just the thing, my Zukemura Pro Zetsu scraper. This is available from Supernova Studio. Guys, and this is almost an essential tool for your desk. Highly recommended. Super sharp. It makes it really easy just to cut away the molded detail on these seats, and once this has been cut away, a little bit of gentle sanding results in a perfectly clean seat. Next step, of course, is primer. I'll be using Vallejo's black primer to prime these parts. Also one of my favorite primers, guys. The Vallejo primer range comes in such a wide variety of colors, you really can't pass up on this. As you know by now, I pre-shade everything, and that's the next step, black and white pre-shading. This is done with the airbrush, and just apply some solid white to the center of those prime seats. So there are the pre-shaded seat parts. The next step is to lay down the base colors. Now for the seat cushions, I'll be using German camouflage beige, and this is applied with the airbrush, gradually building up the color so as not to kill the pre-shading that I just spent some time applying. For the armored backs, I used the same color that I used on the Jackal hull. AK real color is British sand yellow. This is also applied with airbrush. So there we go. These are the seat parts. Next up is some filtering. For this I'll be using yellow filter from Mick Productions, as well as a slightly darker brown filter. First I applied the yellow filter just to bring out the vibrant color in this. You can see the moment I apply that yellow, it just really enhances the color, makes it a lot more vibrant, catch at the eye. And then I followed this up with the brown filter just to accent those lines along the side, you know, the recessed detail. So there we go, all the parts are painted and the filter color is applied, and I can now proceed and start assembling these seats. This is actually quite easy, and honestly I can't complain about the fit from Hobby Boss. You can see they're fitting nicely together, the armored back as well as the seat cushion, and the same for the bottom. And these are held together by little photo-etched parts from the kit itself. And just to make sure that the bond is strong enough, I use some gel type super glue, and this is then used to attach the backrest to the seat portion itself. You can see there, held together by some photo etch from the kit. Next up, some detailing. I wanted to mix a darker shade of the German camouflage beige, so I used some NATO black, added a little bit of airbrush thinner from Vallejo, and mixed a darker shade of that beige color. So there we go, that's perfect. I now use my airbrush and very carefully apply this to the edge of the seat. You'll see going all along the edge there, both the backrest, the headrest, as well as the seat itself. Just applying some dark shadow tones, if you wish, along the border there. It requires a steady hand and good control of your airbrush. So there we go. And next I wanted to add some dirt to the center section of the seat. These are open vehicles, and it can be expected that there will be some dirty stains along the center of the seat. That's all you need, just that little bit. Guys, next opportunity to use my AK paint markers. These are available from Supernova Studio, and these really belong on your hobby bench. Now they're great to add detail, some highlight details such as this, just using the side of the marker tip there, and applying that lighter tan color to the edge of the seat. You can see there, really bringing out the detail, acting like a highlight color if you wish. And again, you've got 5 paint brushes on each hand, and don't hesitate to use them just to blend those colors in. Also apply some to the headrest, all the exposed edges there. There we go. Some very nice highlight detail added to our Jackal seat. So next up are the harnesses, and these of course come from the Tetra Model Works detail set. First step, of course, is to remove the parts that we need. If perhaps you're not familiar with using Photo-etched parts, you can check out video 66, where I explain the basics as I use them. And as always, I keep these in separate trays. They're small parts, and I don't want to lose anything. Now, to bend Photo-etched, you can either use a Photo-etched bender, these bending pliers from Tamiya, or even a flat-nosed set of pliers. All those will work perfectly. First step is just to clean up these tiny burrs, and usually I just use a pair of scissors or even a sander just to clean up that part. Next, I'm going to use my Photo-etched bender just to bend that buckle. It needs to be folded over onto itself, and of course the Photo-etched bender will allow me to make very precise bends in that soft brass. So there we go, the buckle has been folded over. Now next I'm going to use these round pliers of my round nose pliers, and just bend that harness into the shape that I require. And you can see there, that's more or less what it's going to look like, positioned on the seat itself. Because I bent these harness pieces individually for every single seat, I keep them together in this tray. Photo-etched parts need to be primed just like styrene parts, and for this I'm going to use Mr. Hobby Black Primer. This will also be the base color of the seat harnesses. Now onto the bonus feature. These anti-slip surfaces can be seen in reference pictures, and my good friend the British Army Corporal that's assisting me on this build was kind enough to show the exact location of this on my model. You can see they're indicated in blue, and this I'll be applying next. Now to do the anti-slip surfaces, I'll be using this product from Ammo Mig. Anti-slip, it's a paste, acrylic paste, and this is a test that I did earlier. It's the first time using this product, and I was just familiarizing myself with this. So next up, some masking is required, And guys, this is essential not to get paste all over the vehicle. I would recommend that you do this when using this product. So there we go, the surfaces are all masked up, and next I can start applying the paste. The way I apply this product is with the sponge technique, so using a little piece of sponge instead of tweezers, and then applying this to the model. Now I took a look at my reference pictures and I saw that this was really worn down, so I was careful to apply this in the same sort of patterns that I was seeing in my reference pictures, leaving some open space where foot traffic has worn this down. You can see there on your screen, and I was actually able to apply this in a very realistic pattern. This is then left to dry, and once this was dried, I can remove the masking. You can see there, very nice effect indeed with these anti-slip surfaces. Now that I was satisfied that my technique worked, and as I said before, this is my first time using this product, I was confident enough to go ahead and apply this to the center as well, where the masking is a bit trickier. So again, using the sponge technique, tiny little piece of sponge, I applied this product to the center of that floor, the back of the Jackal. Once the masking tape is peeled, there is the final result. Certainly happy with that. Now at this point everything was looking a bit too shiny to my liking, so I grabbed some Vallejo Ultra Matte Varnish just to matte things down. Really, this has become my my go-to varnish to get rid of unwanted shine and glare. This is also applied to the seat harnesses. With this done, I could go ahead and use some gel type super glue from Green Stuff World and glue these harness pieces in place on the seats. So there you go, one by one. Also the side harnesses with a buckle there, and keeping in mind how these are going to position inside the vehicle. So there's the 4 seats. Harnesses have been glued in place, and if we go back to our reference pictures, we have certainly managed to recreate very realistically the harnesses and the seats in the Jackal. Next, some dry brushing just to bring out the detail on those harnesses, and for this I'll be using a neutral grey as well as a small Vallejo dry brush. Carefully applying the color to the seat harnesses themselves. And once this is done, the seats are ready to go into the Jackal. For this I used some gel type super glue again, making sure that these are upright and in the correct position. There's really zero fit issues with this Jackal kit. I have no complaints as far as fit is concerned. So there's the final result. The seats and the harnesses have been fitted, and I'm certainly happy with this result. The harnesses as well as the anti-slip surfaces really brings a lot of detail to our Jackal model. Guys, this is it for episode 98. Thank you for joining me, and do join me on Instagram as I finish the Jackal model. Thank you for watching.